if a man is attracted to a trans woman, is he gay? Is he bi? Is he all those things? First of all, I need people to understand when a person sees a trans woman, they don't see our genitals. Mm-hmm. They see the essence of a woman. Because I need to be kept. Yeah. I need a trick or a husband. I'm just kind of like, baby, what are you bringing to the table? You know how men always ask women what they bring to the table? Yeah. What are y'all bringing to the table? Mm-hmm. Because I know who I am. I'm comfortable who I am. And I need more than I was born with my own. But to me, I think one of the biggest ways women can tell a man is struggling with his identity is when they're homophobic for no reason. Would you date a man that, quote unquote, has been delivered?
And it's crazy because I really feel like I'm one of the only females that is really straight for real. Like, for real. Like, it's 2026. This is going backwards, forwards, around and about. And I love a man.
Yeah. I'm going to, because you know one of the stereotypes is, oh, she don't like real women. Mm-hmm. I love queens. I don't like hating ass bitches. Sister.
You're right.
So since this game is a little steamy, are you sexually active?
Nice smile though,
baby. Yes, I don't know, y'all. I've always told people
that's
my type,
the picture that got me like,
and that's the picture that told me yes. I feel like for a man to do some shit like that, you are definitely comfortable in who you are. I know this is kind of off, and we got to go into the next segment. But speaking of eating coochie, you know I've ate a coochie a time or two. And I actually think I was kind of good at it. Every time I tell this story,
you did what?
What I did also get is that, because if you paid attention to it,
nigga, if you gay, just say that.
Look at her. There she go with that shit.
Nigga, if you gay, just say that. Nurture.
But sometimes raising, you have to help raise them. You raise them and you help grow. We raise
funds for the homeless.
Girl, y'all.
We raise hell when a bitch try us.
Y'all.
We raise the bar when we do great things in life.
But you're not raising a man.
We're not raising a motherfucking man.
I've told y'all several times before. It ain't a lot of girls that can stand next to her. When she walks in the room, say honey. When she's right in front of you, say honey. Won't you bow to the queen? Say honey. When she walks up to the scene. Respect a queen when you see one.
Hey, everyone. It is your girl, Cherry the Boom, and we are here with another episode of Cherry on Top Podcast. How are you guys feeling today? Aw, you guys put hearts in the comments and just let me know you guys are here and y'all are ready for an amazing show. Today, bitch, we got a special guest. I ain't gonna tell y'all who it is just yet, but just know we got a rapper in the building. Y'all know I'm working on my cousin because, you know, we got to get our coin. But, you know, I'm working on this potty mouth. But you guys, this week has been so epic. So, bitch, this past weekend, I went and saw Cardi B. Check out the new cut and the new color. Y'all know when I go to concerts, baby, we got to give a look, we got to give a thing, and we got to be done. Do you hear me? Baby, Cardi B, if you ever see this podcast, baby, I just want you to know you did your biggest one. And from a fan, I am so proud of you. She has conquered all odds. And what I love to tell people, when it comes to Cardi B, baby, we love her before her music. We love her before she made it to TV. We loved her for her influence when she was an influencer. Y'all remember we was all following her and loving who she was before she made it to mainstream. And I just want to tell all black women out there, baby, all is well and everything is under control and any and everything is possible. Keep going, keep the faith, and keep trusting in you. Yeah. Baby, I'm feeling this cut though. Y'all like it? Put some thumbs in the comments if you like what you see. All right? But I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all we got a special guest. I happen to know a rapper or two myself in real life. All right? But before I introduce this queen, I definitely want to motivate you guys. And I want to get you guys... It's Friday. I'm sorry. It's Monday. It is Monday, y'all. It's 420. Okay, I'm still thinking about the concert, bitch. I'm still on Friday, baby. I had a good time Friday. But on this Monday, now the weekend is over, we got a new week to start. And I want you to get up out that bed and be the best version of you. And I want you to find strength somehow, somewhere. If you're going through anything, find strength somewhere and keep going. And today's motivation is about finding strength in God. Some days feel heavier than others, and it can seem like you're running on empty with nothing left to give. That is exactly where God wants to meet you. He does not expect you to be strong on your own. He invites you to lean in on his strength instead. When you feel weak, overwhelmed, or unsure, that is not failure. It is an opportunity to trust him more. God's strength does not run out, and he is always ready to carry you. When you stop trying to do everything on your own power and your own will and start depending on him, you will find the strength to keep going, a steady strength, a lasting strength, and far greater than anything you could ever muster up on your own. Bible verse of the day: I can do all things through him who gives me strength. Philippians 4:13. Amen. Y'all know I gotta always bless the people with a good word, because no matter what we do, how we do, he is real, he is king, and he is the reason why we are still here. So no matter what we do on this podcast, no matter what we talk about, we're gonna always give the Most High his praise. Amen. But y'all, guess what though? Now that we done gave God his praise, how do I want to introduce this queen? Now, first of all, I have the honor and the privilege to know her personally. I had the honor and privilege of knowing her before she made it to Hollywood. And one thing that I loved about her, she was always true to herself. She was always kind. She was always polite. She was always real. And she ain't never tried me. And y'all know I don't like many motherfuckers. All right? I don't try to fake it. I don't try to kick it. So anybody you see on my podcast, trust the plus. I know them personally. You know, there's been so many people like, Cherry, can I come get on the podcast? No, you cannot. Because whatever space I'm in, I wanted to be around people that, one, I know are good people. Two, have their own business going on. And we can have a genuine conversation. So does the name Kamillion ring a bell to any of you? Oh, baby, when I tell you, not only is she the lead actress on an HBO Max series, y'all know y'all heard of rap shit. Baby, I was tuned in every week. Do you hear me? Grammy-winning songwriter for her. Oh, yeah. She's doing big things, and I'm so proud of my sister. A filmmaker recently funded her first film featuring a film as a screenplay writer. Recently funded for first feature film as a screenplay writer, and also the creator and owner of lifestyle clothing brand Make Hoes Mad Again. Baby, you know I had to cop me a hat, because, baby, that's all we do over here is make hoes mad over and over and over again. Thank ya. But I'm gonna go call my girl real quick and we go get her here. But we'll be right back. Yes, you guys. Look who I have found. The one and the only Kamillion. What's up, babe?
What's up, baby?
Hi, sister. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm feeling good. And I have to say before we start, I just love seeing you in this space.
Thank you.
You know, sitting like a queen, sitting beautiful, and using your talents, because listen, this is gonna get you $1 trillion.
Hey, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How you been?
I've been good. I just
You
been
look
working.
good.
Thank you, baby.
You look
That's
fine.
Thank you.
Oh.
Just working, and learning to live.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so much we be chasing our dreams, and
Mhm.
I just feel like I have, I don't know, accomplished a lot of the things that I wanted to, and just learning how to live my life. You know, my grandparents and my mother, everybody's getting older,
Mhm.
and I'm just like, what we do is not our identity. It's not my identity.
Mhm.
You know, so I want to do what I do,
Mhm.
make my money, take care of my family, and live life so that I can create and continue to relate to, you know, the people who consume my content and my talent. So
You know, one thing, let me tell you before we get into all the questions and stuff, I'm so proud of you.
thank you, baby.
I'm a fan of yours.
Oh,
No shade, like, girl, just to see. It's one thing. I was just talking about Cardi B earlier.
Mm-hmm.
You remind me so much of her growth as far as I was able to see it.
Yeah.
Just like how we were all able to watch Cardi B do her one. Me personally, before you made it to Hollywood, before you became this big rapper and this actress and all of this, I'm like, I know her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And to know that you've always been so sweet, you've been so kind, you've been so real. I appreciate you. And on Cherry on Top podcast, baby, I had to have you on here and to say, you are everything.
Thank you.
And I don't know if y'all remember a few weeks ago, I think it was during Black History Month, and y'all know how I did highlights of Black pioneers. One of those Black pioneers was your great grandmother.
Yeah.
And you come from a lineage of just power.
Thank you.
Absolutely, girl.
Yeah. Thank you for acknowledging that. Too.
Yes,
That was
absolutely,
fire.
absolutely. You got, before I get into these questions, you got anything you want to tell the people where they can find you?
You can find me on all across social media. You can find me on HBO Max. If you're looking for me, you can find me. But yeah, it's Kamillion all across social media.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's get right into it.
Okay.
So, girl, the people, when I told them you were coming on the show, they had many, many, many questions. I was like, oh, so y'all know my sister. They was like, absolutely. And some of the questions that came through, this question is from a girl in Arkansas. Okay. She wants to know, what's one thing people assume about you that's completely wrong?
I think, well, I'll categorize it. I think, like, men, they think that I'm the bad girl. Like, they think that I'm the one that's going to get in problems when I'm really the lover girl that's going to treat you right. Mm-hmm. And I think sometimes they come into it thinking that, you know, how I present myself on social media, like, that's my personality. Mm-hmm. When it's not. I'm very, like, you know, deep. I'm very spiritual. I like to have fun. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, that's just not my identity. You know, that's my job. But at the end of the day, it's a part of me. But, you know. Right. Yeah. And I think females, because sometimes I have a resting bitch face. Like, I be trying to smile because I know sometimes I can kind of, you know, deter people from approaching me or, you know, just the way I look sometimes, you know. But I'm cool. I'm not friendly, but I'm nice and I'm respectful. Right. You know, so, and especially in my industry, I think that I wouldn't even say in the film space, but in music, it's a whole different world. Right. And I just think that girls think that because I'm so talented, like, that I'm a threat, which I don't compete with nobody. Yeah. But myself, because my blessings are for me. So absolutely, even if it wasn't me, it wouldn't be you. And we have to clap for each other when it's our turns, because if you don't clap for me, then you may not ever have a turn, because I'm one of God's chosen, and when you are jealous, you just never get those blessings that you want, or they take longer. So,
you better speak.
Yeah.
Baby, you better speak. And I love how you broke it down from the men versus the women. Mm-hmm. So, how is the dating life? Are you single?
I'm very single. It's in the dumps. I just went through a separation, and, you know, it was like relationship, situationship. It just was bad, and I'm a lover girl. Mm-hmm. So I think I was loving on him because I needed to express that and hoping that he would reciprocate it, and he just didn't. Like, no matter what I did, it just didn't come through. Yeah. You know, but again, I know I'm a chosen, so I'm sure he's probably catching hell right now.
Yeah, that's how it always be. Because I was telling someone earlier today, you never know what you have until it's gone.
Yeah, and you don't know who's you touch not my anointed. So
Mm-hmm.
you treating me like about some gum on a shoe.
Oh.
When all these niggas is out here, you know, somebody better get her because she out here looking fine.
Ooh.
Yeah, type shit.
Oh, you better let them know.
Yeah.
And you know, I was just telling somebody this as well. When it comes to so many beautiful women that are single, a lot of beautiful women are single because it's not their attitudes. It's because you know your worth.
I was thinking about that last night, and I was like, wow. Like, people would say that, well, why is she single if she just, like, I don't have time for nonsense, and I know what I deserve. Sometimes I might put myself in certain situations, and I'm a creator, so sometimes I might need a heartbreak so I can write about it, you know. But at the end of the day, like,
right,
we're not going for that.
Okay, and no shade. I also have started to think like, well, maybe God separates us from for a while to keep us from those who don't deserve us.
Yeah,
you know,
and it's not time. I know He wants me to focus on. I've been focused on everybody else. It's time for me to just get totally in my bag and focus on my film and what I have in front of me, because once I love hard, and I be want to be up under my nigga all the time.
Oh, me too.
I be want to be his skin.
The right one though.
The right one.
That's the most important part. This next call came in from LA. She said, I used to see her all the time in the streets in LA. I always wanted to ask her, did she always know Twerk for Me was going to go crazy, or were you surprised when that song did the numbers it did?
I knew it was going to do it. Now, I didn't know that it was going to take my shit off the streaming and not clear it, but I knew that it was going to blow up. It took me so long to drop it because, number one, I'm a perfectionist. So that song was mixed like 12 times. And every time it was finna drop, I was like, nope, take it off the streaming. And I reached out to the people who owned like the song, and, you know, let them know what I was doing. And it was like, you know, no. And I was like, well, and I figured that it was because I wasn't signed. So I'm like, okay, people usually drop like interpolations of samples all the time, and then they get signed, and then everything happily ever after. Not like that. And so they kept trying to take the song down, and it was so good that the fans kept putting it back up. And so, you know, they threatened to sue, and it was just crazy. So I had to create another version of Twerk for Me. I called it Twerk for Me too. So that's the version that's streaming now.
Okay.
But yeah, I think it was just like a cultural thing. Like, the people who own it, they didn't understand. They thinking twerk just means something only sexual, but Mapuka is like a dance that comes from Africa, which is in America we call it twerking. But women have been performing in Mapuka for like centuries.
This is true.
You know, and so they don't understand it. They think it's something derogatory, but it's just like Hispanic women. You know, the way they dance, the way they celebrate their bodies, and what they celebrate just in general. So yeah. But I mean, I got my good 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 out of it. You know, I know how to make. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bad bitch. Dang, yeah. A viewer from New York said, when you went from behind the scenes as a songwriter to a viral front-facing artist, did that transition feel natural or chaotic?
It was very natural because I've always been an artist. But I figured when I found out that, you know, everybody's trying to get on, but, you know, really good songwriters are rare, and artists sometimes they can't produce their own stuff. Yeah. So the rooms that I was trying to get into as an artist, I got into as a songwriter and built those relationships, and, you know, it was history from there. So
how was it working with the Grammy-winning songwriter, her? How was that?
I started working with her before she like ever came out officially. So like they would bring me in her sessions. I feel like it's like she was growing up, so she really hadn't experienced anything. She just really had, you know, just raw talent, and they brought me in to kind of give her an edge because I'm like straight out of Duval.
Mm.
You know, she's a Cancer too.
Okay.
And you know, I was able to kind of bring out those like, okay, so tell me about your first experience. You know, like intimate, like she was comfortable talking to me like that, and she could kind of, you know, she could kind of vibe. You know, because at the end of the day, like you still got to be relatable when you drop. You still got to have an edge to you that's like, you know, sellable. So I've known her ever since, and I don't even want to say the name that she was going by because I respect who she has become today.
Absolutely.
And you know, I would like the same respect from people.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's a dope talent. Like one thing about a Cancer woman, we could do everything. Like she play guitar, she play piano, she sing. She's just all over the place.
Is it
like,
just me
good.
or all the Cancer women I know, we just have a sex appeal that's so natural.
We're very sensual.
Yes.
And very dreamy, mystical figures.
Ooh.
Like when I see a Cancer woman, I know her. I'm like, she a Cancer. Because she just exudes like this.
Yes.
I don't know, just this like motherly vibe, but it's just like sensual without even trying.
Okay. A question from Milwaukee. Have you ever had to turn down a collab that you feel like would have been big, but you didn't feel right about it?
There have been opportunities.
Oh, she over there thinking she ain't trying to share, y'all. She already told me behind the scenes, like, what's the questions? I want to know the questions because she's trying to keep it cute, baby. We want the scoops.
There have been opportunities, though, where, like, I was like, no, I can't do that. Yeah. I mean, she just got to be on brand for me.
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm just not doing anything because I know I don't have to.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right, girl. We'll take that for now. We'll take that. What's your I almost quit music moment, if you ever had one?
Oh, I had a lot of them. Many times. I can't even count.
Girl, you said, fuck it, I'm done with it.
What? But, I mean, even after rap shit, like, I was like, fuck the music. This is where I want to be, like.
Being an actress.
In the acting space.
Yeah.
Because it's just
and you did.
So different. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. But even on my come up, like, I was like, fuck this shit. This ain't working for me. And then I found myself right back in the studio, or it got to bring me right back to it. It's just a hard hustle.
Yeah.
And then just being a woman, like, every man want to sleep with you if you look like something. You know, it's just like, nigga, control your horn.
Bang it. Oh.
And, you know, I'm a firm believer. I always say get it on my feet and not my back. Like, I don't knock nobody that get it on their back, but I know I just didn't have to. So, you know, like I ain't never fucked nobody to get to the top. If I wanted to do something, I'ma do it. But it's like I've never slept around for an opportunity. You know, I don't know, my pride, my ego is just like, I never wanted niggas to be in a room and be like, oh yeah, Kamillion, oh yeah, you know.
Right. Because it's a lot of that. Niggas talk more than women nowadays.
Yeah. And it's like, use something else besides your pussy.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, of course, God gave us, you know, we were born with them.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, have another negotiating
some
factor.
Yeah.
Yeah, some cool, yeah.
Yeah. You know, normally I do all the questions, but I want to kind of twist this around. Do you have any questions for me? Because I feel like we are due a conversation. I have not seen you in years. And this would be the perfect opportunity to have this long-needed conversation. So what you got for me? Because people always be like, Cherry, you don't ever answer. You don't ever let nobody ask you questions. We want to know something. I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to start letting the guests ask me a question or two.
All right. So when you pop out, I know you live in Atlanta, and Atlanta is like a free city, you know? Do a lot of straight men find you irresistible?
Duh.
Yeah. So how do you shift or sift through those opportunities where men are controlled by their eyes? Like, how do you weed them out?
I think that first of all,
because you're beautiful.
Thank you, sister.
Yeah.
First of all, I take all compliments, you know, and I think in society, a lot of people have this big thing about if a man is attracted to a trans woman, is he gay? Is he bi? Is he all those things? First of all, I need people to understand when a person sees a trans woman, they don't see our genitals. They see the essence of a woman. They see beauty. They see grace. They see softness. They see femininity. They see ass, hips, titties, and all. And you know, men don't need much. Because you know, a lot of these niggas run around fucking anything. Okay? And so when they're attracted, you know, I know how to say, I'm not a thirsty bitch, one. And because bitch no shade, I be needing my coin for the most of the time. Yeah. So a lot of the men that approach me or show attraction, we're not going to go nowhere past the compliment anyway. Because I need to be capped. Yeah. I need a trick or a husband. So how do I deal with men that show, thank you, I appreciate it, and I keep it moving. But if it were to be like a situation where I do entertain, I do give out my number, for safety reasons, I'm not gonna just be like, oh, right here in their face, like, oh, I'm trans. But before we link up, before we have too much conversation, you know, sweetie, there is something that I just want to tell you. Woo, woo. And it goes.
So how does that go when you reveal that you are trans? How, like, do the majority of them, you know, decline or be like, oh, why you didn't tell me? Or are they still trying to go?
Girl, of course they still trying to go. I can honestly count on one hand how many men have been like, oh, no, I Really? A lot of the times, you know, one of the main questions that I'm asked when I tell, well, that I'm trans, did you get the operation? That be they first mind. And honestly, and I'm so glad you asked me that, because a lot of people think that men aren't attracted to trans women. I think when it comes to trans women, I think men are afraid and uncomfortable with the idea of dick. I think that's what it really is. And I also think it's about a passable privilege. Like if I go out with her, would anybody know? Or something like that. But girl, I've always been true to me. You know, I'm not living no secret. I personally don't even like DL men. I personally don't even really get into labels. And I feel like us as a society, we really do the labels because that's how everyone understands certain things. But when it comes to these men, girl, first of all, I'm the prize. Yeah. And bitch, you should be honored that I'm even entertaining you. Because a lot of these niggas, let's be clear, a lot of women are doing better than men. So when a man is approaching me, I'm just kind of like, baby, what are you bringing to the table? You know how men always ask women what they bring to the table? Yeah. What are y'all bringing to the table? Because I know who I am. I'm comfortable who I am. And I need more than dick. I was born with my own. Period. Like, dick don't impress me, boo. Period. And I have to, like, the only way that I can submit to a man is when you know who you are. You stand in who you are. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, no so shade. How does a woman know if her man is DL?
Girl, here she go with this shit. How do a woman know? First of all, there is no way. Do I want to say that? I was going to say there is no way for a woman to know, but it almost is. First of all,
is it his like character flaws? Like
no,
narcissistic?
It has nothing to do with character because there can be a straight man who naturally have feminine ways. You know, and I feel like only in our black community, we look at black men like they have to just be so alpha, so hard. That's why these hoes is running around mentally unstable.
Well, I mean, like, if he's always jealous of her, if he's always with his homeboy or making, like, drama between you and the homeboy, is it like a narcissistic trait? Is it just
girl, those are just niggas. I feel like the number one, because I feel like you could just be a jealous ass nigga. Gotcha. I tell women all the time, just because he fucking you don't mean he not jealous of you. He could not be homosexual and just be a fucked up individual.
Just a fuck boy.
You know what I'm saying? But to me, I think one of the biggest ways women can tell a man is struggling with his identity is when they're homophobic for no reason. When they're homophobic or transphobic, or they get uncomfortable around gays. There's no reason for you to be uncomfortable around anyone trans or gay. For no reason.
So let me ask you this. What about the ones that say, okay, even if I'm chilling or I am around, some people feel the need to be extra for whatever reason, and make the straight man feel uncomfortable.
You talking about as far as someone from the LGBT?
No. So if a regular dude was around, because you said if a guy is like homophobic. So sometimes I know that the personality or the, you know, the migat of certain people is just big, you know. Do you feel like some people can kind of overdo it and make
No, but you can't say that either, because a lot of quote unquote straight men have a lot of bigot as well. There's a lot of loud straight men. There's a lot of extra straight men. There's a lot of straight men that just want to be seen. They want to be heard. They want to be noticed. They real flashy.
But I'm saying very like the flamboyance. Like if you know a man is straight.
But that's an excuse, because men aren't afraid of flamboyant or femininity. That's actually one of the attributes in women that they like. So when they see it in LGBT, whether it be a trans woman or a gay guy, you're attracted to femininity. And I think a lot of them, because, you know, I've seen situations where, you know how in the black community, there's a thing where women are okay to be bisexual and fluid with their sexuality, but as soon as a man do it, it's a problem. We have to ask ourselves, why is that? And a lot of that is because we as a black culture we've made excuses for that. How can you say a woman can do it and a man can't? You can't be biased. It's what's natural. We like who we like. Have you ever been with a woman?
No.
Has a woman ever came onto you?
All the time.
So when a woman comes onto you, do you feel the need to be rude or nasty or uncomfortable?
No. Unless she's just one of them super studs that's just like doing the most. Yeah. So that's the type of character type I'm talking about. Like that could possibly make a straight man, not that he's gonna fall, but that just is invading space.
Right. And I just feel like that has to do with the person. Like I don't think no one, no matter what your sexual orientation is, should ever cross the line with someone's space or respect. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna lie, there are a lot of gay men who are that way. You know, and I like to tell people when we have these type of conversations, bitch, there is a line when it comes to trans and gay men. And I have witnessed a lot of homosexual men being aggressive, being extra, saying certain things that would make a straight man uncomfortable, or saying things that you shouldn't say to a straight man. But, sir, remove yourself. You ain't gotta do all that extra shit. You can check a nigga. You know, it don't. But I'm talking about when I say uncomfortable or just being homophobic for no reason. Just say you're sitting here with a straight guy and a couple of gays walk through here and he's like, oh hell, all of that. That is what I'm talking about. All that unnecessary attention, sweetie. What are you struggling with? Because I'm sure when you see a group of lesbians, you don't feel uncomfortable. You don't feel the need to frown or to run or to hide. No. Yeah, so, and I really think a lot of men are just struggling with who they are. I do too. Yeah, and I think that if we just lose these labels as far as like, oh, what this person should be or how this person should be or what this person should like, and allow people to be who they are, we probably wouldn't have all of this chaos. Yeah. Ladies, while y'all watching this, if you even feel like you have to question a man's sexuality, all you can do is ask him.
Yeah, I ask niggas nowadays.
Yeah, and let me tell you,
they're not gonna tell you.
That's what I was just about to say. They're
not gonna tell you. But
and you know why? Wait. You know why? Because there has been spaces where there are men out there. Let's never forget, there are men out there that are open and honest with women about what they like, and women, and that's their business. You have the right.
I would rather a man, when I ask you to tell me, I'm not gonna look down on you. You might not be my choice, but give me a choice.
And that's fair. Yeah, that is fair. Yeah. Well, girl, you know a lot of these niggas is just not right, and a lot of it is the average man know that if he tells,
they would fuck a chicken, bitch, a rooster, a cat, a dog, a potato.
Girl, these men. And have y'all noticed the ratio of women that are single?
Anything with the whole.
Single. And I'm starting to realize, we ain't got enough time for story time, but I was going to tell y'all a story. But ladies, when you feel the need to wonder about whether a man you're dealing with, ask him. And if you find out anything else later, girl, you know what to do. And I'm going to tell y'all another thing. A lot of y'all that be having this mindset like, oh, I don't want no nigga that's ever fucked around with a nigga or da-da-da-da-da. You probably have. Because, baby, we're living in a day where these men are unaliving people for their secrets. So if they're open to having a life sentence, bitch, they'll never tell you. They'll never tell you. So I think that's why it's so important. And times have changed, but it's so important for you to get to know who you're dating with before we all in love. My man.
How long do you think that is? Because people can play the role. Like
they can.
Like, people fool you, you know? I think there is a 90-day, it's like a job.
Mm-hmm.
After the 90 days, a nigga can't fake shit no more. Or a woman can't fake shit. Like, you see the facade
Mm-hmm.
fading, and you're finally seeing who the real person is,
Mm-hmm.
you know? So,
Right. It's so I thought there was a video going viral. I'm sure I made it as one of our topics, but it's not going to be one of our topics tonight. But having this conversation, this lady asked. There's a podcast somewhere. I forgot the name of it, but this lady asked a group of people. She said, "Is it safe to date a man who is overcoming homosexuality?" Because it's like one of those spiritual conversations in groups. And I guess he basically. Oh, you know, one of those, I've been delivered, I deal with women now. And she was asking, like, is it safe or should I date a man, da-da-da-da-da? And that was a really deep conversation. What do you think?
What do I think about what?
Would you date a man that, quote unquote, has been delivered? No. No? Tell me why.
I don't. I want my man to be completely heterosexual.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I like a man,
Mm-hmm.
you know. I don't knock anyone,
Mm-hmm.
you know, for their choices, but I just want my man to only be attracted to me. I don't even want him to be attracted to another bitch. So definitely.
No, like I definitely get it, but we're talking about niggas here, and bitch, 9 times out of 10, they're not gonna keep it 100% of the time.
I feel like growing up, dudes just be experimenting, like with their homeboys. Like, you know, because
Oh, y'all, I ain't never did this, but it's some stuff going on in real life. I'm gonna have to take this call really quick. Don't y'all? We go. Just stay right there. Oh, she hung up. Hold on, bitch. Hold on. Hold on, y'all.
TT.
Okay. No, I ain't got one. No, I don't want it. Yes. Okay, all right. Okay, so y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, because I know, like, girl, what the fuck she got going on? So, bitch, I was trying to go to the Cardi B concert again tonight. And the person that was calling me about the tickets, they got one, but it's not where I want to sit, so, girl. Yeah. So, anywho, so when it comes to these men, you wouldn't want one because you want a man's man. Let me tell you something. Masculinity, because when you say you want a man's man, like a real what?
I just don't want my man to take it up the hole. I don't want him to want to fuck another man in the hole. I just want him to like pussy.
Yeah.
And I just want to be the one who can satisfy him. You know,
that's fair.
It's already enough that, you know, you have to worry about other women.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, damn, so now if you hanging out with your homeboy, like, I got to worry about, you know, it's just,
yeah.
You know.
And even as a trans woman, like, I too, the dating pool is very skeptical, because even when I deal with straight men, there's this whole thing like, oh, you know, when it comes to biological women, even when I deal with men that I may find attractive that may be openly homosexual, it'd be a thing with the gays, like, oh, you like them type. So me personally, I do prefer a man, because dating a gay man and dating a straight man, I can be attracted to both, but there is a difference. When I'm with a straight man, I do feel it's just something. I do get what you mean. Like, it's just something about knowing a man is only attracted to women. And then when you deal with men that are attracted to both, because I am open to bisexual men, but it is one of those things like, bitch, you greedy, you'll...
Yeah, it's just, for me, it's like the appetite.
Yeah.
For me, like the lustful spirit.
Yeah.
Like you got to do both. Like, just pick one.
Yeah. So you've never been with a woman?
No.
Okay. Have you ever thought about it?
No, I think women are beautiful.
Right, just not in a sexual way.
And it's crazy because I really feel like I'm one of the only females that is really straight, for real. Like, for real. Like, it's 2026. Bitches is going backwards, forwards, around and about. And I love a man.
Yeah.
And it was funny because I was telling my homegirl the other day, I was like, I wish I did like women, because these niggas is like tripping. But
girl, story
honey,
of my life.
I play gay a lot, but you know, if a bitch ever, like, you know, when the bitches be stepping down, I'd be like, you know, I'm just biting my fingernails and shit. But
okay, girl. Well, before we go to the next segment, I think we got time. You got another question you want to ask me? Because, baby, we about to play a spicy game.
Let me see.
Speaking of niggas.
How do you handle... Because a lot of times, even on the internet, your name is in a lot of different things.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like because you are very transparent and honest, do you feel like it's because some people just can't take you and they can't take your confidence? Or do you feel like people just be really hating? Like,
all the above, everything you said.
Okay.
I hear a lot of the times like right message, wrong messenger. I think that the space that I am in, a lot of people, first of all, being a open, proud trans woman, people expect us to be last. You know how they say there's the list and, you know, black women are at the bottom, but trans, we're supposed to be in the dirt. Like, we're not even supposed to exist to certain people. You know what I'm saying? So when you have this beautiful black trans woman, loud and bold and proud and saying some very controversial things, you know, people feel a way about it. But you know me personally, bitch, I ain't never gave a fuck.
Yeah.
Because one, am I lying? And my experience is my experience.
Yeah.
And with us being cancers, I don't really like too many people any motherfucking way. I don't mind being in my little crab shell and staying to myself. I fuck with who I fuck with. And I tell people all the time, how you feel about me is your business.
It's your business. It's your problem.
You know, I don't want any problems with nobody, but I'm not going to fake it. I'm not going to lie. And I'm not going to minimize myself or my truth to make any bitch comfortable. You know? And that's how that goes. And I hope you have a wonderful Monday. Because this life over here is going to be lived.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bitch, you look amazing. Girl, come a little closer, bitch. Look, y'all, can we just give it up? And I love these spaces because I love when black women can come together. Trans women and biological women. Because, you know, society feels like this is not supposed to happen. And I think that the biggest problem when it comes to these different types of women, a lot of it stems from men. Men don't want us to come together and to love on one another because we can learn so much from each other. And what's worse than a strong woman? There's so much about you that can uplift me, motivate me, educate me, and vice versa.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I just also want to tell you before we go to this hot game, thank you for being one of those black queens that love everybody. Like, no shade, girl, I can get a little emotional because it's not a lot out there. It's not a lot of black women out there who genuinely love everybody.
Yeah.
Because, and I'm sure you know that happens because black women do it to other black women. Yeah. So every chance I get to celebrate a black queen, bitch, I'm going to. Because you know one of the stereotypes is, oh, she don't like real women. I love queens. I don't like hating ass bitches.
Yeah, same.
You know?
Same.
And they'll be okay.
Same.
So, you guys, we've had enough chitter chatter. Baby, it is Monday and we is trying to get outside. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
But you guys, we'll be right back with the next segment. Let's pop her past those cherries.
Yeah, honey. Say, honey. Yeah. Say, honey. Respect a queen when you see one.
Hello, everyone. We are back.
Hi, guys.
Okay, so you guys, after we done freshened up and got cute for y'all, we're about to play a little game. Y'all know this is one of my favorite segments, honey. We are about to pop and pass some cherries. Y'all, who do we got on the list today? Oh, let's... Actor Glenn Powell.
Pop. Wait, Pop?
So you
Pop is good.
Pop is good. Like, you'll let him pop that cherry?
I'll pass.
Or you gonna pass?
Yeah. Oh, is that the same then?
Girl, why do I be doing the same thing?
Is that him?
That's the same man.
Oh, I like his dog. His dog and my dog get along. I got a
So girl, you don't think that's a sexy white man?
I think he's sexy, but he's not like...
He just can't get none of that chameleon cat.
He would have to open his mouth and talk to me.
You wouldn't give him none of that chameleon cat?
He would have to open his mouth and talk to me first.
Okay, well, baby, you ain't got to say nothing.
I like the abs, though. He looks great.
Mm-hmm.
He looks great.
Yeah, well, if we have to just judge off what we working with, I'll take the photo.
Yeah, he's attractive. Man.
I think we'll look nice together.
Yeah, he's attractive.
Yes, well,
What
over here,
pass?
you can definitely pop this
I'm gonna
cherry.
pass them to you.
Thank you. I'll take them.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, who else we got on this screen tonight?
Pass.
Meek Mills.
Big pass. I would look at him like a bro. Like, that's the type of dude I would bro. I would bro him.
Well, bitch, call me a whore. Because, bitch, I'm popping
Well,
all
I'm
them
passing
chicks.
him to you.
Now, don't do me on this show. Don't have me looking like a slut, bitch. Don't you do that.
I mean, I ain't saying it. You said
Baby, no shade. And but no shade. The crazy thing is, I think what I'm attracted to about Meek Mills the most, I see the masculinity. I see the, the nigga in you. But I also see a softness.
It'll be funny because, like, 6 months later, you see me, like, in a media with Meek Mill.
Baby, Meek Mills is
Nah, he's
handsome to
handsome,
me.
though.
Yeah.
He
Don't
is
try to clean it up
handsome.
now, bitch. You said you a pass.
Hey,
Meek
Meek.
Mill. Meek, I'm going to slurp it, baby.
Meek.
I'm going to do all the things you need to do. Because, baby, he just give me like a masculine butch queen.
Well, then I definitely pass him to you. In that case.
Not saying, but this is on live air, honey. We're not saying that he is. We're just saying, for me, I love anytime I see a well-kept, groomed man, to me, those are signs of just...
Pass. We don't even have to bring him back up.
No, bring him back up.
Because I got him
So I
tatted
can
on me. Well, it's not him, but 6'9". That's my sign.
I wonder if is he a Cancer? Where he get that name from?
Maybe he enjoys it. I don't know.
But no shade. That is one. I'm gonna have to. Even though he probably is comfortable with his sexuality, I'm gonna pass. He just gives me dirty.
Yeah, he gives me.
Yeah, he gives very much. I bathe 3 times a month.
And dirt.
Yeah, like no. I spend some of that money though.
Shimmy.
But we got to dip him in some water every night.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, who else we got, baby? British rapper
I love
Central
C.
C.
Would I date Central C?
No, it's not about dating.
Oh.
This segment is called Pop or Pass.
So he's smashing.
Would you fuck him?
He look like he got a Peter Whacker, a little Peter Whacker.
God, I'm glad we can hang out because we ain't got the same taste. I think he is handsome, but he looks too immature
Childish.
in the face. Yeah, so I'm gonna pass.
Yeah, pass.
I like me some chocolate. He need to be put back in the oven.
He needs some hair on his face.
He needs some hair on that dick.
Unless he's a fireman.
What's a fireman?
Firefighters, they gotta shave all their hair.
Oh no, I need some facial hair.
I just had a flashback of my ex. Let's move on.
Oh, let me find out, y'all. Who else we got? Singer.
Yes. Pop, lock, and drop it. Yeah. Pop, lock, and drop it.
I'm trying to get into that body. Like, is it toughy or is it muscles?
It don't even matter. You don't even gotta see Davida.
I mean, okay, girl. I'll let you have one. I can pass on him.
Yeah. He. Do you know what that is?
No, I
Oh,
don't.
well, yeah. Let me have him.
Okay, you can have him, sister.
Next.
Oh, he got a Grammy?
He's a big African superstar.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
He actually just got married.
Oh, but
So-
girl, when I think of the African superstars, it's what's that one name? What's his name?
Burner.
Bitch.
He's a Cancer.
Burner boy.
He's so fine. I think he's.
You
never
could burn
mind.
his cat.
I'm not even finna say nothing because I want to do a song with Burner Boy.
Yeah, he fine.
He
Burner
fine as
boy.
hell.
And if y'all do happen 6 months later, if you and my sister happen to do a little 1-2, if you just need a little head on the set, just call me, please. Please, that's it. Okay, y'all, who else we got? I just had to put my little bid in. Jonathan Owens, NFL player.
No.
Yes.
Nope.
Yeah. The
Pass.
reason she said no is the reasons why I said yes.
Mm-mm.
I have them. I'll slam dunk them or touch down.
I'll pass him just like the J.
Oh, I like all that.
Mhm.
Girl, y'all, I'm so
Go on, smoke it. Smoke them, sister. Nice smile though.
Baby, yes. I don't know, y'all. I've always told people
That's
my
the
type,
picture that got me like.
and that's the picture that told me yes. I feel like for a man to do some shit like that, you are definitely comfortable in who you are.
Most definitely.
Yes. For my sister, you might be a little too comfortable.
Way too comfortable.
But for me,
Put your
I
shoes
need
back
all
on.
of that.
Okay.
I need all that.
Don't
I
take
love
your
that.
shoes off when you
Babe,
come
can
in
I
my house.
Babe, can I borrow your scarf tonight? Okay. Yeah, I like all that.
I just don't want to
to
be sharing accessories unless it's like your belt or your backpack, not your scarf.
Ah, baby, we can share scarves. We just ain't share no purses and wigs. Okay, Lil Meech.
Pass.
Pass. Yeah, Angel is a miss for me.
Mm-mm.
Beautiful teeth.
Mm-mm.
But baby, Lil Meech ain't just never did it for me.
Groceries.
Oh. Y'all, who else we got on this Papa Pass adventure? Oh, look. Romeo.
I have a thing with like dudes with like kits in their head.
Kids?
Like hair kits.
Girl, you talking about a texturizer?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so nah. Pass.
Before I pass on you, Romeo, I will say there was a time in my life where, you know, they always compared him to Bow Wow. And in those days, I would have always picked Romeo over Bow Wow.
Yes, in those days.
But in these current times,
you going
well,
with
if we
Bow
just talking
Wow?
about fucking no, it's gonna always be a no for Bow Wow. But no, I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna pop them cherries with Romeo. If this is just about strictly sex and popping and passing cherries, I'm definitely popping. We can have a little round just for my childhood sake.
This is why I'm single.
Ugh. Girl, you gotta have a little
exactly
fun.
Why I'm single.
You gotta have a little fun.
I don't know. Okay.
Sister.
You're right.
So since this game is a little steamy, are you sexually active?
I was. I told you I went through a breakup.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing was, I really just should have been more active and not cut off the whole world and just focus on him. And that was my flaw.
No, don't do that, because I feel like that's one of our special powers as cancers.
Yeah, but
we
you
are
end
so
up getting
loyal.
so hurt.
But you have to, that's why you just can't do it like that. You have to, girl, take the... Remember I told you earlier, a husband or a trick. You know
he
when
didn't even have no money.
Y'all, who else we got on the down here? Because she don't. I'm passing on whoever she was dealing with.
I loved him.
Singer Skepta. Oh, baby,
yeah.
Since we gonna have to twirl over this one, because I need my round.
Wait, show
first.
all the pictures.
I don't. That's fine right there. She could have stopped right there. I like a little ugly.
One more.
He fine as hell. Don't do that, bitch.
He is fine.
And that's all you need to have sex. Baby, that chocolate, them tattoos, that body.
See, I'm a sapiosexual.
Me too.
So, yeah, he fine. He
yeah.
look good.
So let me hear you say you'll let him what to that cherry?
I let him pop.
Ah! Yeah, and I never knew who the fuck that was or
Skepta, yeah.
Wait, he a singer? A rapper?
He's like overseas, I think.
Girl, when we get our flight?
I got my passport. You got
Baby,
yours?
I got mine, baby. When we doing? Okay, Skepta, we on our way. We got that 2-for-1 special. Bitch, I'm selling you too, ho. Tiger Woods, pass.
Very much.
Well,
I don't know. That's
see, you know,
cute.
even
That's a cute picture.
Even on my podcast, I be a little skeptical because when we see these pictures,
he likes mayonnaise. Women.
I got blonde hair.
No,
bitch, that don't count.
He likes mayonnaise.
Girl, we could just have to go get the wrong foundation because, bitch, for that coin, Tiger Woods, ain't he a billionaire?
I don't know.
I think he's a
millionaire. He's like a hefty millionaire.
I'll take one.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like I don't feel like he can eat coochie.
I know this is kind of off and we got to go into the next segment, but speaking of eating coochie, you know, I've ate a coochie a time or two. And I actually think I was kind of good at it. Every time I tell this story,
You did what?
Okay, so girl, I done ate about like 3 coochies before.
Wait, so were you in...
No, my first time dealing with a female was after I transitioned. I had never been with a female before.
So you had titties and you was eating coochie?
I did.
So you was low-key a lesbian.
So like how you said I'm sapiosexual.
Yeah.
It's not like I don't see bitches be like, oh, but she fine.
I don't even see that for you.
But the thing was, one was a stud.
Okay.
And the other 2 were trans men.
Okay.
So it wasn't like it was like a girly girl. Okay. No, but did I eat her pussy?
How was it smelling?
I don't do bad hygiene.
I'm just asking how was it smelling?
The smells. I didn't have a horrible experience with stenches. I just think that one of them was a little bit too wet. Like I felt like I kept doing a lot of spitting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was a bit much for me.
Okay. Did you enjoy it?
I did.
You enjoyed
I think I'm just
eating
like
coochie?
an oral set. Like I like to use my mouth.
Wow.
Yeah, like I'm more of an oral person than intercourse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I say that to say we were having this whole conversation about popping or passing cherries, and I had just thought about a cherry. Okay, y'all. We'll be right back with the next segment.
Right.
Respect a queen when you see one.
Gas? Ready? Girl. What? Ready for what? Take gas. You take gas? That's what you do, you take gas? Yeah. So go take gas. So you from Cali? So go take gas. So you from Cali? Are you from Cali? Where you from? Are you from Cali? Where you from? Are you from Cali? No, I'm from Chirac. Where you from? Oh, you're from Chirac. Yeah. So where you from? So where you from? I'm from McDonald's. I'm from Wayne. Where you from? Why you from? Where you
And she comes out and she was like, "Oh, I think that's Ice Spice over there." And I'm like, "Oh, for real?" So I go up to them and I'm giving her and the other girl she was with compliment. And then immediately Ice Spice was just being rude. She was like, "Why are you over here? You could leave. Bye." And I'm like, "Why are you being rude?" Pretty much. And she was basically saying like, "You could just leave. Bye. Like, I don't even know why you're at my table." Then that's when I proceed to ask her, like, "You don't got to be rude. I'm just giving you guys a compliment." And I'm like, "You know what? Where are you from?" She said, "I'm from New York." So I said, "Let me tell you something. I don't care where you from." I'm like, "You in LA, you in my city now. You can't be out here disrespecting people. Like, if you wanted us to leave, you could have just politely said, 'Oh, I'm not in the mood,' or something, right? Instead of just yelling at me." So she kept going on. Then she calls me a bitch. So after she calls me a bitch, I hit her. So I hit her, and then so I got escorted out the McDonald's. And then so after they escorted me, I'm like by my car and I hear Ice Spice in the middle of the street talking about some, "Where is that bitch at? I want to fight her with you woo woo." So I come back down the street and then that's when me and her fought again. And then she just kept talking a whole lot of mess. That's just like the brief of the story, honestly. And then as I'm outside the McDonald's as well, she picks up
Sister, I'm gonna let you talk about this first, cause bitch, I got a mouthful. What you think about that foolishness?
I think that number one, when fans approach a celebrity or a person that they revere, you have to be respectful of what's going on and at the time, if they're in a conversation, if they're by themselves, whatever it is. And the communication has to happen before you just interject yourself, because this is not social media. This is them in real life, But I do feel like as an entertainer, you have to kind of have a soft spot for people that pay your bills, because without them, you're really nothing,
Yeah,
and when you're out in public, you have to accept, like, if I'm going to be a public figure, if I'm going to be a whatever figure, I'm a figure. It's not a 9 to 5 that does not cut off. It's all the time.
Yeah.
So that's just something that you have to deal with. But respect is due to a dog.
Exactly.
Like last night when we was in a club last night, and I was sitting in a section. I was with the owner, and we were sitting in a section. And this girl, she was sitting next to me. And then I guess when her friends came, she came over and she was like, "Okay, well, my party here, so you can get up." I said, "Excuse me." Excuse me?
I'm glad I
could
went
do
with
what?
you last night.
So then another girl came in and she kind of got smart. And I was like, I will tear this motherfucking club up by my respect, But she didn't see what was behind me. You know, but again, it wasn't even what she said. It was how she said it, you know, because you don't know what people's mind frame be.
Yeah.
You know?
But sister, let me interject real quick.
Okay.
Fuck all of that. Okay? First of all, bitch, don't even speak. Don't say nothing to me. I'm one of them type of cancers. You June or July?
You July, ain't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
You June? Okay, that's why. Them Junes, they're a little soft. Baby.
Hold on.
No, they'll
the
go there,
on.
but no.
Yeah, we gonna go there.
No, they gonna go there.
But we gonna be like, okay.
we already there waiting to open the door.
And
that's the difference.
And see, we smiling, and then you get clocked, and you don't know where it came from.
Bitch, I would have already been frowning when a bitch be like, you can get up.
Oh yeah, it was. It was that. It was definitely given that.
I would have told it.
But my point was, like, bitch, you see, you let the pretty face fool you, you know, because shit get ugly real quick.
Man, yeah, now that's what the Cancerians have in common. Yeah. But no, let me go back to this video. First of all, when it comes to Ice Spice, first of all, we know she ain't no Cancer. Because, bitch, first of all, we not even letting no bitch talk at us standing over us.
Exactly.
And as someone who is very known in the media, y'all need to respect people's space. I don't give a fuck. Like, first of all, I love all my fans. I love all my followers. But I don't have to that's one thing. I don't have to talk to you. I don't have to interact with you. And I'm going to interact with people who love me and give me great energy. Okay, if that was me,
in my space, like
yes, this. Like sweetie, I'm having a conversation. Can you move around? But the bitch is lying. All of that she said the reason why you came back and you're trying to clean it up is because the media is gagging you. You know you probably finna go to jail.
Yeah.
That's what that was. Ice Spice don't even give me that energy. Even if it comes off as a mean girl or a sassy girl, she didn't have that energy in real life, and she didn't have that energy in that video. And no matter what she said to you, bitch, it does not give you the right to put your hands on her. Okay? And I pulled this video to talk about it today because this is the reason why a lot of celebrities don't like to interact with people. Y'all are deranged. Abusive. Y'all are mentally unstable. Y'all are abusive. Y'all are aggressive. And a lot of y'all don't know that line. Because even with me being a very boisterous, very big spirit, big energy type of person that will go there. For example, last night I was out and this big ass homosexual, girl, he kept trying. Have you ever had somebody speak to you and you really feel like, girl, you ain't like me for real?
Yeah, you just doing it.
Like, girl, you just doing it. You
picking.
Right. And I was getting like not genuine energy from him. Like he wanted to take a picture. He wanted to do a lot. But bitch, first of all, bitch, you're big. Okay, you're all in my space. And I'm big on hygiene.
You all in my grill?
And you're sweating. And when you're talking to me, you're spitting.
Yeah.
Okay, and you know, I'm kind of like, even though I have my security and everything, it's just like, I don't want all that energy. I don't want them problems. Sometimes y'all, if y'all see somebody you are fanned out over, or you want a picture, whatever, get your picture, say your highs, and go on about your business. No shade. That's why, because I saw something going on with Offset like a couple of weeks ago. He was at a casino, and I guess somebody wanted to take a picture, but he didn't have security. And they were like, they was like, you ain't all that. You ain't that big of a celebrity. And he was like, nah, bro. Like, I basically don't want to take no picture because if you post this, people are going to know my location. Right. And, you know, it's going to be a big thing. And then, this past week, a fan took a picture with him. He took the picture. And they online talking about him. The dude go post like, oh, he look homeless. Like, I'll be damned if I do. I'll be damned if I don't. So when it comes to me, I understand what my sister was talking about, what Kamillion was talking about as far as we love our followers, we love our fans. You know, I want you to have a sense of getting some love from me, but there's a line of respect. Hi, bye. Love you, kisses, picture.
Yeah.
And be out.
That's my favorite.
Okay, y'all, what's the next topic we got? Are we is posing? Which is a
Can we speak on it?
We can.
What's going on?
Some women are just portals to get the soul here. They can't really cater to the soul like the soul need to be catered to. If I feel depleted,
go ahead. Leaving
the conversation with you when you're supposed to be my number one fan, but I constantly feel depleted. I love me. And I have to, first and fucking foremost, I have to break this fucking curse.
Go ahead.
Because you didn't heal and you're not looking to heal. So at some point, when we turn into adults, I think some parents, not all, some people got good ass mamas. Some parents don't realize your baby is an adult now. They're still your baby, but they're an adult, and they've watched you since a child.
Go ahead.
So if you still ain't fucking grew,
if you haven't grown and I have,
and you don't know no accountability, no nothing.
I don't know what she did, but I'm just telling you. Just hear me.
And I hear you. That's why I didn't want
to
interrupt you at all. You're freed with the cutoff. And forgiveness does not always mean access. My children will never be played with.
Got you.
So if you don't take your role serious, the role will be terminated. And that's on you. You can't let people do
I got you.
anything because of their roles in your life. Everybody got to get the same respect because that's what I give. So now it's just one of them situations that space is the best thing. And I wish you love, and I send great energy, and I send prayers, and I wish you success. I wish you healing.
Respect.
I wish you healing, but I have curses to break, and I can't raise you, entertain you. I can't do that. Respect. So I definitely don't want it to be as if, I'm just
I do.
bitter.
I understand.
Nah, forgiveness does not always mean access. You could forgive a person and they still cut off.
Wow. For me, I think I'm gonna jump on this one first because I know I'm someone who has spoken about the relationship with me and my mother, and it has not always been great. And I feel like the reason why it is standing on its last two legs right now, simply because I did put space there. So when I saw this, I was like, that's really deep because, a lot of people, when we speak of parent and child relationship, in our mind, we just assume it's just hunky-dory. And I tell people all the time, your parents can be jealous of you. Our parents are human as well. You know what I'm saying? Our parents are not perfect. Our parents have trauma. Our parents have things they're not healed from as well. So when I heard that young lady speaking, and you said you know her personally, or you know her, whatever, I think that is very strong of her. And you guys, if you make sure you go to Amazon and get your copy of my book, they have been selling. And to everyone that has been purchasing their book and riding this wave with me, thank y'all so much. There's more to come. I am doing a book signing and all of that.
Yes.
But right now, I've just been really just embracing the moment of being an author. I've been embracing the moment of just like people getting the feedback, people reading, people calling me, people emailing me, people inboxing me, and just Cherry, this book just making me see you in a whole nother way. And I do share a bit of my relationship with my mother and I in this book. So when I saw that, it was just like, wow. How is your relationship with you and your mom?
What? I love my mama.
Yeah.
Now, she gets on my nerves at times. I'm sure I get on hers. But I talk to my mom about 3-4 times a day.
Oh, wow.
I just was going off on her earlier because I called you 4 times and you didn't answer. And then my brother called me and said you was on the phone with him, so why you didn't answer me? Could have been an emergency.
Let me find out you spoiled. That's what it is.
But yeah, I
cancer.
love my mama. Like she, just the provision that she has provided me all my life, and choosing a career path where nobody else understood, and father wasn't there in the beginning, but now me and my dad have worked on our relationship, and it is beautiful. I've never really had a relationship with my dad until now. He is like installing stuff in my new house, putting up TVs and entertainment walls, and but me and my mama, we like this. I do feel like though the real me, she had a hard time accepting. Like before, it's like, yeah, I smoke weed. You don't have to say when I come around you that I smell weed. This is what I do, and of course I go through my breaks and stuff like that. But I just think like my real nigga traits, when she started to accept who I was and not the idea of just me being her daughter, I think our relationship got better.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love my baby.
Yeah, well,
What about you?
when I hear those, like, don't get me wrong, I love my mother. It's no doubt, but I have to be honest and say our relationship is not that.
So let me ask you this:
Hmm.
Is it because of your lifestyle, or is it just
No,
because before you even
it was
decided?
even before the transition. It has always been a disconnect, and I've always just gathered it to be because I've just always felt like I was the one thing in her life that didn't allow her life to be perfect. Like I had my own dad. My brother and sister have their own dad. I was raised with my stepdad. And when it comes to her, oh, you were my most complicated child, da 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 da. I'm like, well, girl, what did I do? And when we have these conversations, I'm like, girl, what did I do to be the most complicated? And we never get an answer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I arched my eyebrows, like I feel like the stuff I remember getting in trouble about was just about my femininity. It wasn't like what child don't do something they not told to do. You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel like I was like a horrible child. I just really feel like it was just something about me that just made you feel like, and don't get me wrong. When I speak on my mom, it's never to bash her. It's just always like a reality check. Like our relationship is not what I would have liked it to be.
Mm-hmm.
And there has been times where I feel like when I do put a little space in between us, I feel like that's when our relationships are best.
Mm-hmm.
I love my mom dearly. Will take a bitch up out of here for her, but I will also say our relationship has never been the relationship I wanted. And I can remember for so many years pushing it to be great.
Mm-hmm.
And it just was never that. And I think also my mom is just one of those people. She's not, we're cancers. My mom, she was just never one of those really affectionate.
Is she a Sagittarius?
She's a Pisces.
Really? And y'all not close?
And
my dad is a Pisces.
Yeah. So
man, I can't even. Well, yeah,
right, right. So how your relationship with your dad, you just knowing him, I feel like my relationship with my mom is just always been real thick.
So do you feel like you didn't live up to her expectation of a son, and that's what it is, or?
We've had that conversation, and of course, like I tell people all the time, no parent wants their child to be homosexual, and probably no parents expecting their child to be trans. But I tell people all the time, that's not your place. Your job as a parent is to guide, to love, to nurture, to raise.
Yes, and yeah, that's true.
Yes,
but do you also feel like, okay, those are the rules? As a human being, our job is to love God, not sin, but it's so hard not to sin. So he still has to love us through that, and he's
mm-hmm.
God.
Mm-hmm.
So do you feel like even though those things that you said are
mm-hmm.
very practical,
mm-hmm.
but the exercise to do that may not be as easy?
What do you mean?
So when you say your job as a parent is to
mm-hmm.
love God, those things sound
No,
good.
I didn't say to love God. I said for the parent to love their child.
Okay, yes, for the parent to love their child and guide them through
mm-hmm.
life. That is the practical thing to do. But
mm-hmm.
the exercise is just like saying, I need to work out every day. But to get your ass up out of the bed and go actually put in the work,
mm-hmm.
it's hard, even though that's what you're supposed to do. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you just crack the code.
But loving, raising, and doing all those great things that a parent's supposed to do has nothing to do with your child ending up being a part of the LGBT. Mm-hmm. And like I said, I don't really think that has anything.
But mothers are old school. So.
But old school or not, love is love.
Yes, love
respect
is
love. Respect is respect.
I do agree.
And when it comes to talking about God,
mm-hmm.
We can't pick and choose when we want to be for God.
Right.
And he is the only one that is to judge or to condemn.
Right.
And a lot of our parents aren't who their parents wanted them to be.
But look at it like this. Okay, you just said that it's not our job to judge. Well, when we scroll social media, and I'm just being devil's advocate.
Right.
When we scroll social media and we say, oh, she shouldn't have wore that. Or why she act like this? Or I don't like her because that's a way of placing judgment. So it's like, I think we expect so much.
Does everyone do that?
Hold on, let me finish. I think we place so much responsibility in this God figure in our parents, and without realizing, like, they was us at one time, mm-hmm. and they're human too. Mm-hmm. Even though they're our parents, we look at them as like they're supposed to walk so perfect because they're
mm-hmm.
our parents.
Right.
But even just looking at my brothers, like being fathers and stuff like that, and seeing how my father wasn't there for me at first. And then when I see what my brothers go through, I'm like, oh, so my daddy was my brother one time. Like, he got faults. Like, even though we
absolutely
look at our parents as godlike,
yes.
you know, so I think too sometimes we have to give our parents grace because whatever traumas they carrying, it came from their parents as well. And let's just face it, the 2026 generation and the things that we're doing or people are doing, that shit wasn't going on 30, 40 years ago, 50, 60, 70 years ago. So
what do you think wasn't going on 50 some years ago?
Even if it was going on, it was not publicized. You ever heard the saying the revolution will be televised? It's like everything that was in the dark is being lived out loud.
Absolutely.
So they're not used to that. So even if when the pastor was sleeping with the lady in the church, everything was on hush hush. You know? So now it's like people have to accept it out loud and the judgment of their friends, their pastors, their whatever, but those people are still doing the most as well. Behind closed doors. So I don't know. I think parents should get a little grace when
absolutely.
It comes to,
and again, this wasn't a bashing moment. This and of course I think that's why I'm able to have such a calm, respectful conversation when it comes to my relationship with my mom, because I have given her so much grace as well. I'm sure she's given me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, again, our relationship, when that girl had spoke in the video about her relationship with her mom and her having to put space there in her and I situation, that was what was best and healthy for us. You know what I'm saying? And when it goes to the reasons why, I don't think it's solely because I'm trans. I don't think it's solely because this and that. I just really feel like my mom just may be one of those human beings, like how you spoke on how we put them on this pedestal. I think she's just one of those human beings that was not as affectionate as I may have needed, not as understanding as I may have needed. And whatever the case may be, and due to the tension, it calls for moments of, we need a little space. You know, love her dearly. Anytime she needs me or wants me to show up, I will. But I think also it's because we have so much in common.
Pause. I need your nail tech before I leave. Back to the subject.
Okay. But y'all, enough of this topic. But for those of you, before we go to the last topic, I just wanted to say, like, for those of you out there and you have a little difficulty with your parents, like she said, we have to give them grace. But at the same time, what did that girl say in that video? Forgiveness does not equate to
access.
Thank you. And anyone can be denied access. Blood has nothing to do with it. All right. So if there's someone in your family that you feel like you may need a little distance from, it's okay. You're not hating them. You're not bashing them. You will feel so much better by not disrespecting them. And how do you work on a relationship by not disrespecting them? Sometimes you just have to remove yourself or distance yourself from the situation. Yeah. That's it. That's all. Thanks. You guys, we have one more topic, y'all. What's next?
I want to explain something to y'all real quick, so make sure you dumb assholes is listening. Every single time y'all call a nigga gay, your homophobia is showing. Now, if I'm not correct, I thought that it was okay to be gay. I thought everybody had rights to do what they wanted to do, and if you wanted to be gay, it was cool. But for some reason, y'all got a problem with that shit. And here's why. Why every time y'all get mad at a fucking straight man, y'all use being gay as an insult? Why do y'all keep on using gay men's lifestyles to make straight men mad? You have no proof that a man is gay, but since he told you no, all of a sudden he's gay. Why is that y'all number one insult? Y'all must have problems with gay men. Y'all sit up there and fake with them, Jeffing and shit on they posts, talking about some yes, bitch, yes, faking the funk. But then you will close that app and call a nigga gay as an insult. What do you have against gay men? And don't say that bullshit, oh, it's the niggas that's in the closet. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Even then, why are you still using gay men's lifestyle as an insult towards straight men? Do you gay men not see that? Do y'all really think women are on y'all side? You know what I'm saying? Every single chance they get, they're poking at y'all lifestyle, trying to get at men, straight men. So who's really homophobic? Is it women? Y'all don't call gay. What do y'all call gay niggas when y'all genuinely mad at them? Do y'all call them straight? Oh, you a straight nigga. Don't make sense, do it? It sounds like they just choosing gay men. I don't know if I'm wrong. Let me know.
First of all,
Oh, she was ready.
gaslighting and rage bait. That was total rage bait and gaslighting. Because first of all, okay, being gay is not an insult. But when you are dating a heterosexual being or a heterosexual man, and we're supposed to be in a heterosexual relationship, and you show me signs that you're a bitch ass nigga, or you're on your period most of the time, or you're jealous of me, I'm gonna say, I might call you. I'm not just gonna use gay. I'm not.
Girl,
gonna
you
throw
gonna say it?
No, I'm not gonna throw the. I'm not gonna throw it around as a slur. But if there's a continuous pattern here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I might be like, "What? Damn, is this nigga gay?" Now I have, and I don't want it to sound like I have black friends. I don't want it to sound like that. So yes, I have my gay friends, but I also have gaydar. Okay, I've been in the arts all my life. I've been raised around gay men all my life. My uncles is gay. But there are some there are some straight men who have tendencies to make women feel like, well, damn, a man ain't finna do the shit that you just did.
But who's to say that though?
But we're not using it as a slur. You know, we're not using it.
But calling a straight man gay you are weaponizing the word gay as a slur, because we know that no straight man wants to even be identified or even probably even interact with gays.
But when you show me signs and you give me...
So what is a sign? Because when we were watching this video, you were very ready for him.
Yeah. It's just how you handle me. You know, how you deal with me, what you say to me. When you're upset, how you deal with that as a man. A man is supposed to be the calm in the storm. You're the leader. You know, but if you combat and back and forth to me and you going at me like I'm going at you, you trying to one up me, you ain't no man. Usually when that happens, a gay man, like I will go back and forth with my gay best friend, like, and we will go back and forth with each other like that. A man, you're not supposed to do that. That should be
But that doesn't make him gay. What if he's just not raised right? What if he's just disrespectful? He could be so many things other than gay. Gay means you are a man who is attracted to and interact with other men. Just because he's a fuck nigga, or just because he's combative, or just because he likes to argue, or just because he's sassy, that does not mean he is gay. And I understand to a certain extent what that man was saying. A lot of heterosexual women do use that gay term to straight men to make them uncomfortable or to get their one up on them. And whether we want to say that's okay because she's a woman and she's just going through her period or her moment, it's still wrong.
Yeah, but that's just like somebody calling somebody a bitch. They're not saying you a bitch, but if you acting a certain type of way at a certain type of time, that's real catty, or just what is it like? What am I trying to say? Just petty as fuck. Shut your bitch ass up.
Right.
That's the same thing as saying shut your gay ass up. You know what I'm saying? Just being petty as fuck. So I think he's trying to take that out of the context that
so if you calling a
women
man
are
a bitch ass or a gay ass, you feel like those are different?
Niggas call women bitches all the time, and they might not be saying you a hoe, but he might call you a bitch. You know what I'm saying? But he's not using it in the literal term as, you know, you a smut. But he might say that out of anger, like you acting like you being bitchy. So a woman will say the same thing to a man as he calling her a bitch. Okay, shut your gay ass up.
Okay.
It's not, but it's like, it's a cultural thing. It's just like somebody calling somebody, what's up, nigga? But if a white person said it, nah, you can't say that. You get what I'm saying? So it's like
but let's
taking
be
a
honest,
word that
we're living
means
in a day
multiple
where,
things.
like, when we were having questions and when I asked you, when the floor was open for you to ask me questions, one of the first things that you asked was about men being on the DL and all of that. In the black community, we already know homosexuality conversations and disrespect and transphobia, homophobia, all of that is at an all-time high. So with men already being, what's the word, tender-dicked, when it comes to those topics, you know, a man, he would probably be preferred to call a bitch than gay. And I can't tell you who is and who is not, but I do know that a lot of women do and have used that gay, and like you did clean it up, you did make it make sense, like as far as niggas calling bitches or girls bitches and all of that. I'm like, oh, okay, I can see that. So, I mean, what do y'all think in the comments? Do y'all think that a lot of women use that gay shit towards men just to get a rouse out of them? Or do you really think that the women think that they're gay for real?
I also feel like when your man is exuding, or a man is exuding a feminine trait, a woman because if you're exuding a feminine trait and you're a man,
but
gay.
So
but if you're acting
so a feminine
like
trait could be, for example, what's something that people would consider to be feminine? Some women, you know, because even I heard you say earlier, like some women like real manly men, and some men may find it to be a little confusing because women want such hard, dominant men, but at the same time, you want him to have that piece of softness.
Exactly.
And a lot of men are probably scared to act on that softness because if they're quote unquote too soft, they'll be considered probably, is this nigga gay? He doing that soft ass shit. He always crying.
But a woman is not gonna call a man a slur if he's treating her or doing something nice for her. It's always something that is annoying, offensive, cattiness, drama.
Okay.
You know, because me as a straight woman, I don't want my man to be dramaed out. You know what I'm saying? I don't want him to like, you know, and I'm not gonna say what I was just
No, say it, baby.
No.
Let it out. Say it.
No. But I just need him to not I don't want to feel like I'm arguing with myself or I'm communicating with myself. I want you to calm me. I don't want you to provoke me to not you just because I said something. Now you say something because you're the leader. So now we finna go off. We finna go off in a tangent.
I get that.
So no, it's not right. But it's also not right for men to call women bitches either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If a woman doesn't want to holler at him, oh, you a bitch.
Now, if I must be fair, when I did hear it, of course, I heard some truth and I did understand it to a certain extent. But what I did also get is that, because if you paid attention to it.
Nigga, if you gay, just say that.
Look at her. There she go with that shit.
Nigga, if you gay, just say that.
But no, what I did get from it is that maybe he had a situation where a girl called him gay because I think he said because she couldn't get her way or he told her no.
That's stupid. I don't believe that.
Yeah.
I believe he was lying right there. I believe that he was just being extra and he was like not explaining it right. There's no way in hell like a girl would say, because you won't let her get her way and you won't buy her something, she calling you gay. She might call you a bitch before she call you gay. But if you do some fuck shit like you supposed to hang out with me, but you want to hang out with your homeboy, you know what I'm saying? Or you would call him gay. You allowing your homeboy to give you relationship advice?
But so you'll call him gay because he want to hang out with his homeboy?
No, I'm saying if you allow your homeboy, if you allow your homeboy to give you bad dating advice, right?
Don't clean it up now, ho.
No, because this is what I'm trying to say. Because I'm really trying to like explain what I'm talking about. If you allow your homeboy...
Girl, come over here. You so far from me.
Sorry. If you allow your homeboy to give you bad dating advice, you know this nigga is mad because you happy and you got a dime over here and he's single. And it's just fucking obvious. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he's giving you bad advice, like, and you want to go hang out with your homeboy when you could be up under a feline and you want to be around mad dicks, like...
So he gay? Because he rather hang out with his homeboy.
That's just some gay shit.
Sister,
and just because a person say that's some gay shit, don't mean that's some gay shit. You know what I'm saying?
but you are no girl, no ma'am. You are saying it's some gay shit because what you're saying is, nigga, you rather be with some niggas.
Exactly.
And that's some gay shit.
No, it's a time and a place for you to hang out with your homeboys.
Girl, here she go.
Don't come up here with that gay shit. Fuck you talking about, nigga?
Y'all, so and I'm glad that we were able.
Me right now because I'm going through it. Fuck.
Y'all, so we don't want to get her too riled up, but you guys, this was a good topic. And y'all in the comments, y'all put a heart in the comments if you really feel as though.
Because look.
Damn.
I'm a dominant woman, right? And sometimes a nigga be like, oh, you masculine. You ain't soft enough. Well, I'm not in a position to be just totally soft because I feel like women who are entrepreneurs and who are go-getters, you have to have some type of masculine trait.
Oh, I'm so glad you said that.
That's a masculine trait.
Let me pause you right there. So just because he said that you may have a masculine trait, he's not calling you a lesbian. He's not saying with your dyke ass. He not saying with your pussy eating ass. He like, bitch, you just not.
He not saying it, but if he said it, then that's on him.
But
Say it.
and you would, but
You want to call me a lesbian because I got a little, you know what I'm saying? Go get at me. Okay, I'm not mad. That's the thing. People be so sensitive these days.
Yeah, that's
like,
true too.
Come on, bro. Like,
y'all, this
the
is
way
a
he
really
just
good
broke
topic.
that shit down, I felt like he's trying to divide and make it an issue between gay men and women, like, and straight women, because the same way that gay men and want to be protected, real women want to be protected too. So we all are in this. Like, I just feel like everybody is like just so fucking sensitive.
But let's be honest, straight men want to be protected too. Look at her. Oh, sister, you is doing that shit right now. Stop your shit.
No, I'm not.
Protect, fuck them, but we have to protect them now.
Yeah, protect the motherfuckers, because I like straight men.
Protect them, because no shade, y'all. Hold on, sister. We do give men a lot of flack. We give men a lot of drama. And for the first time probably ever on Cherry on Top podcast, we go try to love and protect and push and raise the straight men. Like, to all the straight men out there. You said raise?
Did you say raise?
Some of them need a little love and tender care too, girl. No shade, y'all. Just because a man is straight.
Wait, no, raise hold on. Is the wrong word. Sister.
Raised? No. Some of those men, a lot of straight men were not raised properly. So the idea of him getting with a woman, sometimes women, that's a power that women have. You have the ability to nurture. But sometimes raising, you have to help raise them. You raise them and you help grow. We raise
funds for the homeless.
Girl, y'all.
We raise hell when a bitch try us.
Y'all,
we raise the bar when we do great things in life.
But you're not raising a man.
We're not raising a motherfucking man.
Well,
we'll nurture them.
Okay.
You know, we'll yoke with them. We motivate them to be better men. But you cannot.
But I think there would be more better. No shade. I do say that all the time, so I'm gonna shut up because I don't want to sound like a hypocrite. No, but I do. There are some men who want to learn.
That ain't called raising, sister.
So this is what I'm saying, because I know it can get a little
same way what he just did.
But what I will say is, when I say raise some of these men, some men just need to. Okay, maybe I did use the wrong word. Yes. You're right. I'll give you that. Yes. I'm wrong. You're right.
Mm-hmm. So stop.
Yeah, because we ain't raising the motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm. And you know you not.
Yeah, bitch. So y'all scratch that, bitch. I take that back because I'm over. Y'all, this has girl, I'm so glad you came on the podcast, bitch, and I think we gotta cut it because we're running short, y'all, but we go do 3 phone calls, y'all. We gotta chop it right here. But y'all in the comments, if y'all really enjoyed this conversation, tell me what y'all think in the comments. And we do gotta start being nice to the straight men, because we do call them bitch ass niggas, gay niggas, fuck niggas, hoe niggas, bitch niggas, hoe nigga, fuck niggas, sissy nigga, bitch nigga, hoe niggas.
Stop acting like it.
And we gotta be a little kind and nicer to them too, because they deserve love and they deserve to be protected.
Stop acting like it, because I want to know the difference. I want to know what a straight man looks like. I want to know what a gay man looks like. I want to know who's trans. I want to know who's lesbian. I want to know who's a straight woman.
But you can't do that either, because all those different categories do not have a look. Even if you want to sit there and say about black women, the title of a black woman.
I'm talking about for me, sister.
Okay, y'all, we go ahead and go to the what we gotta do next, girl? She done threw me all off. Y'all, we gotta do some phone calls. We'll be right back with the last segment. We gotta get this bitch up out of here. Sister, I love you.
Respect a queen when you see one.
You guys, we are back. The phones are ringing, and we're going to take 3 calls today. Let's see who the first caller is. Oh, I forgot to answer this bit. Boom, you're on the line.
Hey, Terry, how you doing?
What's going on, Muffin? What's going on? What's your name and where you calling from?
My name is Big Bunny. I'm from Texas.
What's going on, Big Bunny? How you feeling, baby?
I'm feeling good. I'm going to keep it brief and I'm going to keep it short.
Thank you.
So I was listening to y'all talk about how sometimes you need to disconnect from your parents. Now I'm 23. I'm in college.
You got to speak up, baby. You sound a little distant, a little muffled.
I'm sorry. I'm 23. I'm in college, and I'm trying to figure out how I can detach myself from my mother without hurting her feelings. How do you do that?
Why are you trying to detach?
Right. That's my first question.
Why are you trying to detach from her?
I feel as though that I've never had an original experience. Like, my mother a helicopter parent. Let's just say that. She likes to be over me. She likes to know everything. She wants to be a part of everything. And it has kind of stifled my life experience. Like, I can't have friends for real. If I try to date, she has to meet everyone. And it's, I don't want to sound ungrateful because I know some people don't have that, but it's smothering. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how do I go about this without hurting her? Because I love her, but I just want to do me.
I say, like, do like Nike. Just do it. I was just telling you that, you know, once I was comfortable with just being myself in front of my mother and not the image of her daughter, she just had to accept it. So I don't know. I just say, just do it. What do you say, Cherry?
Girl, what I'm going to say is just know, and I've said this to you before, just know your mom is coming from a good place. I'm sure she has great intentions for her child. She loves you. She cares. I understand that it can be smothering and, you know, it can be overwhelming. You want your privacy. You're 23. You're young. You're wanting, you know, you want your space. But at the same time, I always tell you, bitch, don't forget that even though you want your space, you are still in her space. So when you are wanting to be this grown woman, this big woman, this independent woman, this woman with all her peace and her space, you have to create your own space. And running away from stability, running away from comfort, running away from reality is not going to always be better. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I'm not there with you, so I don't know how horrible it is. But again, give her grace. Give her grace and communicate. Communication rules the nation. We always talk about communication with these niggas. We always talk about communication with people that we're dating and we're dealing with. Communicate with your mom, you know, and she's a good mother, I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure she's going to have time to sit back and be like, okay, well, at least Bunny is trying to communicate something with me. And over time, you know, communicate it often. Mom, you're smothering me. I need space. Like, you know, communicate that. Don't just sit down. Because I find a lot of the times us as kids, a lot of our parents are just used to us shutting up and tolerating whatever they give.
There you go.
Especially when we become adults, a lot of them still have this mindset that you still do what I tell you to do. No, I'm an adult. And this is how I feel, and I want to communicate this with you so we don't have any other problems.
Yeah.
So but even though Kamillion is telling you to,
you better figure out something.
Yeah, like no shade, girl.
Yeah.
And she's wanting to meet all these men you talking to.
That's good.
Girl, that's girl, no shade. That's really a good thing, because bitch, don't act like you don't see social media and see all these women, like the lady that was in just Tanzania, ended up missing. You know, ended up being unalive because she's out with a man. These men are good for one thing and one thing only most of the time.
Anything with the hole.
Yeah, so girl, don't take for granted your mom caring, because you would gag how many people out there feel the opposite and wish they had a mother to intervene or to be concerned.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for enlightening me. I just wanted some clarification, just a little clarity.
Absolutely, baby.
Thank you so much, Cherry.
All right, boo. Later.
Maybe she feels like she can't make any type of decisions on her own, and as a mother, she needs to be there to guide her, because maybe she made some bad decisions.
Possibly. Y'all, the phones are ringing. We're going to take 2 more phone calls. Let's see who this is. Boom, you on the line.
Hey, Cherry.
Hello, love. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, my name is Trinity. I'm coming from Louisiana.
What's up, Miss Trinity? How you feeling, baby?
I'm feeling good, a bit wet, you know. It's raining here.
Oh my God, wet, bitch. What?
Yes, I'd rather say wet than dry, man.
Yeah. Okay. What's up, baby? What you got for us?
So this is for the co-host. So the guest. What would be the most thing that has stuck out to you out of all the fame that you have had so far?
I would say the opportunity to star in a TV series. That is like something that don't happen often. Being a Black leading lady, being a new face in Hollywood, getting that opportunity to lead a show. That's pressure. And just being from Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida, that just don't really happen for people from where I'm from. So that was a accomplishment not only for me, but for people from my city to be able to experience that with me. And just the caliber of like talent that I am accessible to be around and to network with. And yeah, I think that was like one of the most cool things that has happened in my whole entire career.
And I feel like all of that is a blessing. And
Thank you.
I'm gonna say, I am proud of you. As a Black woman, that is a big thing. And I know that you probably had a beginning story just like everyone else. And the next question I would ask, what would you have told your younger self? Like if you was in your younger years, what would you have told yourself now that you know the things that you know now and your life is going the way it is now? What would you tell yourself back then?
I would definitely tell myself it get greater later. It get greater later, because I remember on my journey, sometimes when you feel like when you can't do or you're not becoming as fast as you want to progress, sometimes you get depressed. You think about suicide. You think about giving up. You think about all of the dark things. And it's like we're so impulsive that we feel like, oh, it's over right now. I can't get a response. I can't break through right now. So I would definitely tell, it's going to happen, baby. It get greater later.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good question, and that was a great answer.
Yeah, thank you.
That's beautiful. And for the little girls that, watch this and see you doing your big one, and you're inspiring a lot of people, including us, myself. So just keep inspiring, keep being yourself, and the blessings will keep coming in.
Amen.
Thank you so much. I appreciate
You're so welcome. And Cherry, just to let you know, baby sister, I love that hair, darling.
Thank you, darling. Thank you.
Tens across the board.
Like what?
Drama, darling.
I love you, Trinity. Thank you for calling in, baby.
You.
Later. Okay. Well, y'all, this is wrapping up, y'all.
No, we got one more call. You said 3. That's 2.
Oh, okay. Okay. She want to talk to the people, y'all. The number is at the bottom of the screen, you guys. So make sure y'all call in. We will take one more
Make it juicy.
call, okay? And y'all give us a nice
Controversial.
look at her. She want that trauma. She want that drama, okay?
Because you know what? When people, I respect people, even if you can't agree with somebody. I see sometimes a lot of people try to beat people up because they don't agree on the issues some of the issues that we've spoken on, and it's just like, allow people to be themselves and have their different opinions. Like, it's okay.
Right. Absolutely, y'all. It is okay. And I love a good back and forth. As long as it's respectful, as long as we're making sense and we're not just arguing to be complicated.
Right.
We all have our own mind. We all have our own point of view. And I think communication rules the nation. Preferences. And you guys, we're waiting. The lines are open. You guys, let's get one more phone call.
Hello.
Let's come through. Caller, you're there. If not, we can just leave it there because the phone, I don't know if it's something going on with the phone or if the people are asleep, but I think it's time to cut it short though, sister. But if you insist on one more question, I'll call.
Okay.
Boop, 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 boop. Ring, ring, ring.
Hello, House of Beauty. This is Cutie.
Hello, Cutie. My name is Cherry the Boom, and I wanted to know, what do you use on your skin? It is so flawless.
Oh, well, first, most of my life I've been fuck nigga free. So, that prevents outbreaks and, pimples. And then a long time ago, my ex-boyfriend, he nutted in a cup and I just mixed it up with some other preservatives. And I just keep duplicating it and I put it on my skin every night. And it just makes my skin very fabulous. That's her third time mentioning that ex.
You miss him, bitch. You miss him. You miss him.
Can we cut?
No, we gonna keep it rolling now.
Cut, please.
Okay, we can cut it. All right, y'all. Well, this will wrap up another great long episode of Cherry on Top podcast, sister. Before we go, I do want to give a special thank you to my top followers. You guys, and don't be afraid to tip in the comments. D. Holly. What's up, baby girl? I love you. I appreciate you. I got your inbox. We are finally in communication. Make sure you inbox me again. The inbox is nasty. Miss Lady to you and Java Watson. Thank you so much for all of your love and your support, you guys. Y'all are the reason why I do this shit every week. There will be an episode every Monday at 8 o'clock p.m. All right, sister.
Yes, baby.
Love.
I love you.
Thank you so much for coming on the podcast. Y'all, we had talked about this months ago. And I respect this bitch because this hoe hit me up and was like, girl, I'm here. And I'm here till Monday. What we doing? Because y'all, truth be told, it wasn't even going to be an episode this week. But where there's a will, there's a way. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
Yes.
I appreciate you. I wish you the best on your journey.
Thank you, baby.
You are doing an amazing job. Keep going because you have so many people looking at you, watching you, admiring you.
Thank you.
Okay.
And I want to tell you the same thing. Keep going. Keep being fabulous. When I first saw you, and I know that you're going to hate this, but when I first met you, I met you at Santana's music video shoot.
Yeah, she saw this.
A long time ago. And when you walked in, I was like, wow. Like, she is so beautiful. And it's not even just a preference thing, just your spirit, you know, like who you are, how you put yourself together, you know, and you don't take no shit, you know, and you don't give a fuck if the world is against you. You're going to be Cherry the Boom, you know, and if they can't take, gag, bitch.
All right, you guys. Well, you guys, that is a wrap of this episode. We had the one and the only, the talented, the rapper, the actress, the things of the things, Miss Motherfucking Kamillion with her ones and twos on the screen. We love you guys. And if no one told you that they love you today, I love you.
We love
Ciao.
you. Bye.
Honey, I've told y'all several times before. It ain't a lot of girls that can stand next to her. When she walks in the room, say honey. When she's right in front of you, say honey. Won't you bow to the queen? Say honey. When she walks up to the scene, say honey. Oh yeah. Go off, mother. Say honey. Oh yeah, yeah. Say honey. Oh yeah. Yes, honey. Say honey. Yeah, 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 yeah. Say honey. Respect a queen when you see one.